Hi everyone, nice to have you there and welcome back to World of Warships. Today I'm playing the Khabarovsk and I wasn't really having a good day. The previous battle that I just launched, I did a grand total of 600 damage before dying in the first minutes of the match. I would like to say ship happens, right? So, I launched this battle and let's see if I can do better. I'm well, I'm pretty confident I can do more than 600 damage. We will see. We shall see, definitely. Anyway, so, one of the rules that you have when you play the Khabarovsk is that since you are detected from low Earth orbit, and I really mean it when I say it, you shouldn't go any close to the capture zones, and oh boy, I'm being radar, and that is exactly why you shouldn't do it, because the ship just doesn't turn. It's if you want to avoid enemy ships or enemy shells or whatever, you will have a very hard time. But I'm not radar anymore. Someone is contesting this cap, so let's give it a try. Maybe we can do something. You know, speed and power. It's very important, as someone said. So, who is capping here? Oh, it was Mr. Alvaro de Bazan, or whatever you say that. Oh, this guy is about to have a very bad day. You know, the Khabarovsk got an amazing shell velocity, which means that it's very easy to shoot at targets, even if they are at something like 10 kilometers, even destroyers. It's very... You really surprise them, because they shoot at you, they think, hey, I can't be hit. And then they start getting hit again and again and again, and they take a lot of damage, because that is what the Khabarovsk do. It's not here to contest caps, it's basically a light cruiser. And that is really what I like. And it's very good at dodging shells at longer ranges, because it's got speed. And what did I just do? Okay, so I inflicted 13,000 damage to the guy, and he didn't inflict any in return. We managed to get the Alvaro de Bazan to leave the cap. He still managed to capture the area, but he had to leave. He lost quite a lot of HP, so for me it's a win. Definitely got the center of the map. I cannot stay here because they have a Des Moines, and I don't want to fight at Des Moines because, well, it's a Des Moines. Anyway, let's try to flank. Let's see what we can do on this flank. Maybe we can stop the enemy push. That would be very important to do so. Flanks are really what win the battle. Because when the enemy team gets a flank... Oh, hold on. Is this guy going to die? Oh, you've got to be kidding. And yep, I paid a heavy price to kill this guy, but he's dead, so yeah. They lost a destroyer. So yeah, talking about flanks. When you flank the enemy, one of the things that you are trying to achieve is what is called a crossfire. When you get a crossfire, it means that you can shoot at the enemy from several different directions. And the enemy ships just cannot angle against everyone at the same time. So they will be broadside to someone at some point. And that is really something important. You really have to understand that once the enemy or you set up a crossfire and exploit it, the battle has a very high chance of being over very quickly. Because when you show broadside to certain ships like the Vermont or the Slava or whatever, you're going to die. Talking about dying, the Schlieffen is not spotted anymore. I was in my smoke, this guy got an Hydra, and I definitely don't want to to fight a Schlieffen at close range. I definitely don't want that. I don't want to be surprised by a Schlieffen either. So yeah, I think it was the best plan to just move out. I better be safe than sorry. So, in fact, he was just running away, but yeah, I think I did the right call here. That was the right call to do. So, let's just, run away once again, because we managed to, well, our team managed to somewhat stop the push on this side of the map. So, we just have to go back to the center of the map, where they managed to get the Des Moines to retreat. So let's get a few shots on this guy. and see if we can grab ourselves a kill. Or maybe just a bit of damage. Talking about damage, did I do a bit more than 600? Yeah, I think I did a tiny little bit more. Yeah, and this demon is definitely not going to survive for much longer. Oh, the poor guy. I mean, when you're in a demon, you really like to use islands. And this guy, well, he's in open water, so he's probably going to die very quickly. In fact, yeah, 377 HP, now 50. Yeah, he's not going to survive for very long. And in fact, he's dead right now. Now, we can try to get to the capture zone in the middle, because we just control it. And we can maybe stop this Schlieffen from pushing. Yeah, he got quite a bit of HP, so I think every help matters in this regard. We are kind of winning the match, since we are basically 7 against 4. So with our 3-ship advantage and the double of the enemy points, we should have an easy win, right? Yeah, not so much. Don't underestimate the ability of your allies to just throw as hard as they can. This is really something that happens quite a lot in World of Warships. You get players that just want to win harder because they want more damage, they want more fame or more whatever. And they just try to win that tiny little bit harder. And when it's only one ship doing it, yeah, I can kind of understand. But when all the team had the same idea at the same time, and they are all trying to win harder, and they take unnecessary risks, yeah, you see where this is going, right? Yep, if you played World of Warships once, you probably saw it at some point. Your team actively trying to throw it. You still have players that are really trying to win, and it's even more frustrating to me as a player who really wants a win. I don't care if I don't do much damage, I just want a win. So sometimes when I see this kind of draws, I'm just like, oh no, you've got to be kidding me. And yeah, at least the Schlieffen is dead, so that's a nice thing. They still have 3 ships, and we still have 5. Alrighty. Oh boy, I see where this is going, right? Anyway, they still have 1 capture zone, so we have doubled their points. So at least we can try something, right? So let's just smoke up and try to farm a bit. They cannot spot me, they don't have any radar, so there's no risk in doing that. And if I can just capture in the same time, we can secure ourselves a win. I've just got to be careful because Zhao got torpedoes. But he just saw the smoke screen, so the torpedoes will probably not come for a long time. They are not the quickest torpedoes, these are definitely not Halland torpedoes. Anyway, Mr. Curve, what? Alright. So he probably launched his torpedoes in anticipation in this general direction. And now you can see we are 4 against 3. Yeah, this is starting to look a bit, yeah, a bit more grim. And when you look at the HP that the Friedrich that Grosser still have on our team, yeah, he's probably not going to survive for much longer against the Zara, Kurfürst, and another Friedrich. Oh man. I'm very glad that there is a point system, because otherwise we would probably have lost this one. Or at least, yeah, maybe lost it, in fact, because as a Khabarovsk, I can't really do much against a Zao. Zao is a very powerful cruiser and it's got a very nice shell velocity. So if the guy can aim, I will have a very bad time. The Smolensk is probably out of smoke screen as well, because he was asking me to put a smoke screen. And it's at this point where I realize that, well, the smoke is about to expire and I have to do something to ensure a victory. And the best thing to do for me is to just run away. They just cannot get back to They just cannot get enough points in the time remaining to win the battle. So I just have to run, not shoot. And yeah, it is very, very tempting to shoot at the Frederick right here. But I didn't, and we just won the match. I don't know if it was as dangerous as I just said, but seriously, I had that feeling that if I didn't play it very cautiously, we might have lost it. Or sometimes never underestimate yeah, the ability of your team to throw. That is one of the things that I repeat myself all the time. I'm going to share with you another battle in which we had someone really trying to throw his hardest. So just click on the link and enjoy. I'll see you right there. Have a good one, folks. Bye bye.